Ramadan, 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 Ramadan.
It's finished, alhamdulillah. Thank to this Quran I've had since I got from my uncle since 2019 2020. I wouldn't have imagined if I had lost this like Quran, because it has been so helpful this Ramadan. I started with Juz Amma. So the first day of Ramadan, I started reading. I started reading like pure Quran. I literally went to the market and I got, because my sister took my Quran, I got pure Quran. I started reading Juz Amma, and there were some parts. I mean, Juz Amma was meant to be easy, and then some parts would just stumble over my tongue. I was like, shit, this is what you get for not practicing. And then I was going to do it for, I started Tarawih at home, started with 4 rakah, which was, it felt so good, like doing that, like willingly, doing it so happily, doing it so joyfully. But like it was just a struggle to like recite some more. Like obviously you know it, but like pronouncing it, like that's how it comes out of my mouth. And yeah, so I like, you know what, I'm going back to this. And Baccarat was a breeze for me. Like I read it, and then I love the English. It has the Arabic, although the Arabic text is quite tiny. So if you use glasses, the English is quite legible. And then my favorite part is the transliteration. Hopefully I got that right. That's my favorite part. And like, oh god, it felt like whoa, whoa, yes, yes, I did this. So it was beautiful. Like, the joy of enjoying the word of Allah, being, felt so good. I can't lie. And I was so grateful that like I did not finish like I didn't take so much time with Baccarat. I think I finished it in a day. But the one I struggled with, because alhamdulillah, I just finished, I'm almost done with Maida. I was doing my tafsir while I was just, I won't say regurgitating, just sitting down and thinking, and yeah. So I was listening to, but I'm not done with the tafsir, but it was beautiful. Like, also, I think what I was also very excited this Ramadan was Farida's food planner for Ramadan. I got it, I think 2022 or 2021. I think 2022. Yeah, I got 2022, and it's been so helpful. Like I had like stacks of paper planned and planned and planned, like just like sorting it out, and we're trying to make it work for me, and it's been beautiful. Like mornings, like myself, Hassan, he's working with my plan, right? So mostly oats, mostly bread, honey, dates, and then it's been filling. And I think the most amazing thing for me this for sahur has been actually the electrolytes water, like sea salt, chia seeds, and a dash of lemon. But when I use the lemon, and then obviously I prepare it what we're about to break, like when I try to take it the next day, it's like during or it's always not, like I almost want to vomit, so I've skipped that out, and I stick to my sea salt and my chia seed, and so far so good. I've been very, very, like, I'm not so tired. I mean, I was about to say me up before, but I don't remember, so I don't want to, like, I shouldn't berate myself. Anyways,
Now, people often think that if you want to improve your life, you need to make these huge changes or have an epiphany. But that is just not how growth really works, and it's not sustainable. Sustainable growth looks like one small change at a time that you...
41, and I actually feel I'm panting. Oof. I feel good. Like, when you run, and I don't feel hungry or thirsty or dehydrated. I was actually, when I was coming back, I was almost regretting taking a walk, but alhamdulillah, I feel so good. I started at 8:30. I said exactly 8:30. I had to walk back home to change my shoes into walking shoes. I was wearing a sandal, but that was helpful, but it was just packing a lot of sand for weird reason. I'm very sure it was because of the way I was walking. Anyways, I took a different route today. So 9:40, let's say 9:30. Let's say an hour, because I go home, I had to go spread the clothes from the machine and then water my plants. So I'll say that took me about 7-10 minutes. So let's just say 9:30, so an hour. I was saying 30 minutes, but even turning so it's like a circle, like a different route coming into the area. So by the time I was just turning, as when it was getting to 9 o'clock. So I knew that it wasn't going to be a 30 minutes thing, and my pace was very slow. I was getting tired, but I mean, getting back home, I feel good, and I'm grateful that I did it. And normally I would always I now listen to stuff once in a while, to be honest. But today I did listen to something. I listened to how to journal when you're anxious, because I didn't know the right word to use, but I think anxiety was the closest thing. So I really do enjoy journaling. I mean, most of literally my books, like my journal book, literally is here. Like, this is literally all I've written so far, and then this is what I have left. But I noticed that the reason why I do not journal as often as I should is because I get like my head is I want to write, like there's so much to pour, but I don't know how to find my words. Like, it feels like my brain is full. And then the closest thing was overthinking. I think the two things I took away, like I remember properly, was, writing a letter. Let's say you feel angry at something, or you feel sad, or you're like, what if, and then you're not going to send that letter, obviously, but you just write that letter, and then it felt so good. It felt so good to, be reassured in that manner, and like an alternate universe kind of thing. So it's like, what if I love my life better? What if I trusted myself more? So those kind of prompts were really beautiful, and I'm honestly going to do that. And I think the letter thing came in like when you're angry at someone so much, and like you're feeling so much, like the intensity is so high. So yeah, it felt so good to know that you could do that, and I'm really going to. I am going to the market today. I'm going to have my bath. I want to see if the theory of, like, by the way I've been feeling full is true. Hi, assalamu alaikum. Juma Mubarak. It is 12:40. Juma starts by 1, and I need to be on my way. And if you can show my full face.
من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
There's something there, but it's not coming out. It's stuck here. This is my favorite part of skincare. I'm currently using the Inkey List Oat Cleansing, but I don't think it's my favorite. I think I'll go back to the oil one because it feels very hard. But I think it gets the job done, but it's not my fave. And I have an oily skin, so this really does a good job. I remember seeing a TikTok where the lady was saying that if you have sensitive skin, like I feel like there's just always conflicting ideas on TikTok. And I mean, as a creator myself, I feel that sometimes it's good to, the money that I paid an esthetician like years ago, that's the knowledge I'm still using for my skincare, like the approach, what I use, because she said it looked like okay, but I mean, I'm an oily skin. See, I literally have a lot of clogged pores. I'm not using makeup. It's not even just for makeup, like just like sunscreen, whatever you put on your skin, because of, like I said, oily skin. Anyways, Thursday when I finally went out for the first time this Ramadan, like long journey, I went to the market to sort my Eid prep. Like I was going for a different direction. I'm not usually, I love boobos, yeah, but it's not like something that it's a do or die thing, because I'm wearing boobo and I wanted to wear something else. I was going to make like a bubble skirt, Ankara bubble skirt, and then an Ankara shirt with even what's it called, with concochesi. That's what's the English of that? I don't know. Anyways, I just changed my mind last minute, and then I was like, what, I'll just do alterations on this boo that I got in a sale with black and gold, and it's just beautiful, to be honest. Anyways,
Is Layla. The thing that's for sure that she lived in the same time of Sayyidina Sulaiman, which is about 17 centuries before the migration. What her people were known for, that's part of the world. They were very wealthy, they were trader, and it was a very advanced civilization, especially in architect and agriculture. That civilization, Allah described it in Surah Saba. لَقَدْ كَانَ لِسَبَإٍ فِي مَسْكَنِهِمْ.
making jollof rice to spark joy, and in my opinion, you really need your pepper sauce. It's just like that party perfect jollof rice, and since I started, I've never ever stopped. Ta-da! Anyways, what do I need to do now? Thank God I already bought some turkey, so I would fry it in the oil just to infuse the aroma back. And I want to blend my smoothie ahead for Saul, because in the night is always everywhere is quiet, and I need to do that now that pepper paste is in the grill. And then turkey is already boiled, plantain side by side. Also, we need to make I have some, what's it called, cabbage and carrots, so we can make coleslaw, and I have some cold nuts. Is it just me? I swear I'm using this Ramadan as my detox. I mean, I've taken sugar here and there, but very less. I got that malt on Thursday. I've not taken it. I hope to take it today. I had akara and bread. Oh my god, it was so yum. Like the crunch, gosh, when I'm fasting. Anyways, I had that on Friday and it was so good, and the time I ate, I was not even like ready to take any sugar. What is wrong with me? Anyways, yes, I need to do my smoothie. Once I'm done, bring out the we have to wait for the pepper sauce, so that will take about 15-20 minutes. I don't know when we're going to have iftar today. We shall wait. What do you say? You're welcome.
Mommy!
Anyway, this is my last entry, and I hope Ramadan has been. Say hi.
Hi.
Hope Ramadan has been amazing. I'm still in Juzu. Listen. I'm not instructed to Yunus. This is just 11. I'm not there. No. I'm still in just 7. This is I think it's Surah Al-Anam. That's cattle. and I was talking about you know, the funny thing is, like, I saw a TikTok about how sometimes we actually don't remember what we read because we don't write them down. Like, it's so much so that you read something and then, but writing it and acting it out. But once I go back, I do remember what to say. I do remember exactly the story, right? And I enjoy it so much. I think that's why I'm slow. Like I said, I'm reading the transliteration, right? And how, you know, Prophet Muhammad was corn, and how Allah's help came to him. And then I listened to what's it called, the tafsir of the story of Balkis. Right, I've heard it before, but like listening to it again was amazing because it was how she accepted Islam, and it was beautiful to, you know, like remembering and like relearning them again is just beautiful. And even according, it was Dr. Dr. Haida, I'm not sure which is right. I keep mixing it up. And then some say that Balkis is not even her name, but it's her title. But I mean, I remember it being Queen of Sheba. No, be careful. I remember it being Queen of Sheba. But, and some say, like, according to history, some say that her name is Layla, but people say her name is Balikis. But very good story. I wish we get, like, you know, adaptation stories about how, because with the way the story was, like how vast her kingdom was, and even Solomon, and I'm very sure there are a lot of adaptation of Solomon. King Sulaiman, my surname. Anyways, like she recognizing him as, like, I think back in those days, like when she went to, as if you know the story. So I can't, it's a long story, so you have to go watch the series. And then it was about how when she got to the palace of Suleiman, his the walkway, or like I think the, you know, the main area where he would sit, the king would sit, was filled with crystals. Like it looks like as if it was water, but it was not water. Like imagine that kind of will I call it intricacy of design back in those days. Then when she knew that this was no ordinary king. So yeah, I mean, it was beautiful. I listened to the whole series with Dr. Haida, and yeah, I was listening to the tafsir of Juzu 4 with Dr. Omar and Dr. Haida again, but I didn't finish it. It was such a nice, refreshing one as well. So yeah, I hope, you know, for me, if I'm like, if Ramadan is getting a bit overstimulating and I feel back, I make sure at least I listen to this tafsir, this YouTube stories of the prophets, of, you know, during time of you know, the Sahabas, and then it just, you know, softens your heart and whatnot. So yeah, we all have a great Ramadan ending, and may we all live to see the end of Ramadan and many more. Bye guys. Assalamu alaikum.